Al-Hadi had become the Khalifa in 785. In 786, there was a revolt in Medina by members of the family of Ali. They were defeated by the Abbasids, but some of them escaped. One of them, called Idris, escaped to Egypt and then to Morocco. Later on, he would create a new dynasty in Morocco, the Idrisids. Al-Hadi wanted to replace his brother Harun as the next Khalifa with his son Jafar. His vizier, Yahya Bar Makid, advised him that Jafar was too young. Al-Hadi decided to replace Harun anyways and called Harun to meet him. Harun refused, and Al-Hadi, while traveling to meet him, died. In 786, upon the death of Al-Hadi, Harun al-Rashid became the Khalifa, and the son of Harun al-Rashid was born. His name was Ma'mun. All happened in one night. In 789, Idris started a new dynasty in Morocco, called the Idrisids. They would rule the area of Morocco for more than 130 years. When Harun al-Rashid found out about Idris, he sent his slave to kill him. The slave befriended Idris until in 794 he poisoned him. The followers of Idris made his son their ruler. By 799, Harun al-Rashid had appointed his eldest son, Amin, as the next Khalifa, and his youngest son, Ma'mun, as the Khalifa after Amin. In 800, in what is today Algeria and Tunisia in North Africa, a new dynasty was created. The governor Ibrahim al-Aghlab became independent, and the Aghlabid dynasty was born. The Aghlabids would dominate the Mediterranean Sea and conquer Sicily and Malta. In 809, Harun al-Rashid died. His instructions were that Amin should be the next Khalifa and Ma'mun, the governor of Khorasan. During the time of Harun al-Rashid, Baghdad reached the height of its power. The Abbasid Caliphate was the most powerful empire in the world. This was due in no small part to their government and administration. The wazir, vizier, was the person appointed by the Khalifa to oversee the workings of the government and to raise money for the empire. The wa'ali, governor, was appointed by the Khalifa. He was responsible for ruling a region of the empire. He was responsible for sending money to Baghdad. The position was not hereditary. The Sahib-e-Shorta, police chief, was responsible for maintaining law and order. He lived in Baghdad and appointed deputies in other cities. The Hajib, personal bodyguard, was responsible for keeping the Khalifa safe. The Qazi-ul-Qaza, chief justice, was the top judge responsible for deciding what is right according to the Sharia. The Nazir, chief inspector, was responsible for making sure that all departments and those in charge were doing their job. The Rasul Barid, chief of the postal department, was responsible for making sure everyone got their mail and maintaining the facilities and animals that were used to deliver the mail. He also appointed spies all over the empire. The Amirul Bahr, admiral of the navy, was responsible for making sure the battleships were ready for war. He appointed Qaid, captains for each ship. The Tabib, royal physician, was the doctor of the Khalifa and his close companions. In 809, upon the death of Harun al-Rashid, Al-Amin became the next Khalifa. The mother of Al-Amin was an Arab. Ma'mun's mother was a Persian. From 809 to 813, as a result of the decision of Al-Amin to appoint his son as a successor, Ma'mun openly rebelled against him. Civil war broke out. Al-Amin had the support of the Arabs, and Ma'mun had the support of the Persians. In 813, Ma'mun's army besieged Baghdad for 15 months until Al-Amin was caught, put in prison, and killed. In 813, Al-Ma'mun became the next Khalifa. He created the Darul Terjuma, the House of Translation, where many books from different regions of the world were translated. During the rule of Al-Ma'mun, his brother Mu'tasim was the governor of Egypt, and during an expedition to attack the Byzantines, showed great courage and strategic skills. As a result, Al-Ma'mun favored him as the next Khalifa rather than his own son. In 819, a new dynasty called the Samanids was created in Central Asia, around what is today Uzbekistan. The founder of the Samanids was called Saman Kuda. He was a landowner and claimed descent from the Sassanid emperors of Persia. They defended the eastern borders of Islam. The Samanid capital was Bukhara, where the Arabic and Persian languages flourished. They would rule for about 200 years. In 833, during an expedition to attack the Byzantines, Al-Mamun fell into a cold river, developed a fever, and died.